Welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel and for Patreon members as well. Today is Thursday, the 8th of August, and not much has happened since I've touched back down in England from Portugal. It was a great trip, fantastic trip, two great friendlies, and some really good access, and I'm really pleased with what we managed to produce out there. If you want to watch those full interviews with Bernd Leno and Emil Smith-Rowe, subscribe to the Patreon. The link is in the YouTube homepage, and I will put it in the description below, although it won't be hyperlinked, so you'll have to manually copy and paste it. But yeah, you can definitely click on that link in the homepage. It's in my Twitter bio, Instagram bio as well. Jikeli FFC being my username for both. So, what has happened? Not much. Not much. We're just over a week before Man United away, but there is some changes in the striking department at Fulham. Not necessarily massive changes, but Kieran Bowie leaves the club after 2 years at Northampton Town on loan. He has gone to Hibernian in the SPL. Good move for him. That was a good move for him. It's a permanent deal. And Fulham have literally, within the last 10 minutes, announced that Ollie Sanderson, who was on loan at Sutton United last season, I think he scored about 13 goals. He has signed a 2-year deal at the club with an option of a further year. So maybe it's a sort of one out in Bowie, and then sort of let's sign Sanderson down for a couple more years. He might be, in terms of the pecking order, he might be just ahead of Bowie. Hence Bowie left and Sanderson's signed on for another couple of years. But there isn't really much in the way of rumours. There has been an article that's come out today that Fulham. I can't believe I'm even saying this. Fulham are interested in signing, or shall I say, re-signing Fabio Carvalho. Now, if this was true, then one, interesting, obviously, a player that thrived under Silva and then left on a free. Well, it wasn't a free as such. Liverpool did pay a fee for him, but he left for Liverpool. He's gone out on loan since then to Leipzig and to Hull City. And yeah, he did well at Hull, actually. Championship, I think he is a Premier League player, I think, but obviously Liverpool, you just don't have the space to play him regularly. He scored quite a big goal against Newcastle a couple of years ago, but hasn't really done much in a Liverpool shirt since then. We re-signed Session. That was a free transfer. I think everyone was happy with that. But £25 million for a player who we already had in Fabio Carvalho. We've already got Smith-Rowe and Andreas Pereira in those sort of positions. Unless we were thinking of getting rid of Pereira, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure about this one. I think, obviously, there's no real concrete evidence. It's just an article that's come out that Fulham are interested. Let's not forget that Liverpool turned down a £15 million offer from Southampton. Leicester City are also interested as well. I suppose it would make sense for him to come back to Fulham, a place he knows, but we've discussed it with Sessignon, but it's a heavy fee for a player who's already been here. And yeah, I think he's a good player and will go on to do big things, but I just don't think that, with Smith-Rowe coming in and Pereira still being the number 10, whether we're looking to upgrade or move on Pereira or just have another option there. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It would, of course, probably the reason I don't sit here really excited about it is because I think this one splits opinion. Because with Ryan Sessegnon, everyone was sort of like, when he left Fulham, everyone was like, Spurs is a great opportunity for you. You've given us incredible service and good luck. Whereas Carvalho left, and a lot of he sort of already agreed he'd join them in January. We still had the rest of the season to go. We still had a promotion to push for. And the atmosphere sort of soured towards him. I remember playing Liverpool away and being in the away end, and when Harvey Elliott and Carvalho were on the bench and they came over and warmed up right in front of the Fulham fans, it was actually Carvalho who got the warmest of the receptions out of the two. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Fabio Carvalho, we'll see. It might develop, it might not. It's just, he's been linked with a move away. Fulham are in the Premier League, 2-2 together. And yeah, it's interesting. Apart from that, not much is going on. Fulham obviously still need a couple of central defensive midfielders, maybe another winger, maybe another attacker, maybe another keeper, definitely another right-sided centre back as well. Diego Carlos rumours have gone a little quiet. Considering it's Thursday, haven't really heard a Fulham rumour as such since like Sunday or Saturday, maybe even Sunday. So it's been a quiet one. And of course, we go to Hoffenheim away on Saturday. Fulham play Hoffenheim away on Saturday. I'm going to fly out there tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Germany. One more game. It's a good opportunity to have a look at the squad and go, right, well, we are a week away now, or even less than a week away now from Man United. This is sort of what the squad's going to look like. This is how we're going to line up. This is how our bench is going to look as well. There is also a point to be made that a lot of people are making out that, if we bring in Carvalho, maybe it looks like we're going to be selling Stansfield. The fact that Stansfield didn't feature in any of the two games did concern me in terms of maybe moving him on. Birmingham obviously desperate to get him back. I think he's a Championship player. He's not a League One player. I just want Stansfield in and around the squad. And, Marco said that he wanted him in the first team for this season, for this summer. Maybe he's unfit. Maybe, I don't know. But if he played any part against Hoffenheim, that would be interesting. It would be good to see him get on the pitch. The likes of Martial Goddo played against Sevilla, but we didn't see Stansfield come on at all, which was interesting to see. Apart from that, there's not much going on. Of course, Tim Ream leaving, 312 games, an absolute warrior, an absolute servant for the club. The incredible Fulham career of Tim Ream, where he basically wasn't fancied by Slavisa Jokanovic. He sort of worked his way back in. He's earned 3 promotions, one being under Slav. He played in the Premier League when we weren't sure if he was up to it. And then every time Fulham got relegated, he'd pop back again for the Championship season. He'd really impress, and then it would be that sort of ongoing cycle. And then when we got promoted under Silva, he was brilliant in the Premier League, like really solid, really good, played a lot of games. And yeah, it's a remarkable story. He leaves for Charlotte FC. Everyone wishes him the best. It's a shame he didn't get to 10 years, but he's got that 2026 World Cup in his sights. And if he wants to play regular football, it's a move that makes sense. So yeah, Ream leaves. It was sort of on the cards. He didn't go to Portugal. So yeah. And yeah, the channel's going well. We're clipping up little clips from those exclusives I've got, and yeah, it seems to be going really well. The views have been good. The support has been great, and yeah, we're trying to build more and more on Patreon as well. There's loads of Patreon content to come in the build up to the new season. There's a couple of series that I'm going to be starting, and it'll be very beneficial for those who are subscribed and those who want to subscribe to watch those to watch that sort of content. And yeah, I'm fairly pleased, obviously. And looking ahead to the season, right now, I'm excited. I think it's a good opportunity for Fulham to start the season well. We're on Sky on the opening night. All the attention is going to be on Man United, but also us, a team that went to United and won their last season. So there's going to be a lot of discussion around that. And I'm looking forward to watching us against Hoffenheim on Saturday. I think, really, I mean, that is it in terms of the video. If anything else happens over the next, 24 hours, I'm going to be leaving the house at around about 1:30, 2 o'clock to travel to Stansted. I'm flying out from. So if anything happens, I'll update the Patreon, of course. As usual, anything big happens, I will react as soon as possible for YouTube as well, once I'm all settled and stuff. So yeah, flying back on Sunday the 11th. Which actually is my 26th, which will be fun. And yeah, and then suddenly we get home and we're Monday and we play on the Friday and it's the Premier League and it's all starting again, and that's really exciting. It's actually been, I know the Euros has been on, actually has been quite a long summer. Paulinho left. There was no noise about Fulham, and then suddenly it started to pick up. We went to Portugal. That was good fun. I'm ready for the season. I think everyone's ready for it to start. Albeit we need some players in. Fulham will look to sign a few more players before the end of the window. The business is not done. and looking forward to seeing what Fulham have got to give out in Germany. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. And yeah, Fabio Carvalho, what do you think of it? Put it in the comments below. Would you like to see him back at Fulham? If so, does he play over Pereira? Does he replace Pereira? Does that mean that Pereira is going to leave? I mean, it's a really interesting one. Again, one that splits opinion a lot. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here.